Yeah, no, exactly. What Mantic said there is that another good thing you can do is you can make them, lose their last card in hand, and then guarantee they've got a troop in hand if they've got a troop on board and you've got a Buccaneer, and then you can do that sort of stuff. Clearly. Yeah, I'll run 4 times Angel in a deck with 1 Diamond and 4 Shards of Fate. Sounds like some pro strats there. So he doesn't have a Ruby yet, so he's probably running a Gastrol, type of thing, I would imagine. But yeah, he's obviously not off to the greatest start. He did have to mulligan. So what was I doing? So this is actually really, really good. Provided he doesn't just kill this here. Because if he kills this before I, replicate, because what I want to do is replicate that one, play out another one, and then when that one dies, if we get lucky and get the trigger where we get to dig, we just dig for the replicated one, and then your opponent's like, well, shit. So this is a really, this is the nice start. So and he missed a resource drop. He's only got wild, so he didn't get the ruby to then burn this. So we're now guaranteed to be able to get this into deck. We've also got a diamond, which we don't need yet, so we won't bother playing it. So replicate this. I mean, if we're super lucky, we just draw it again straight away. If we're super lucky. And we did not. But now we can play out this one. So, yeah. Fun times are to be had next turn, because now I can just use my charge power on it as well. If I want to, I might not. I can attack in, hit him for 2 damage, do it, and then see if I get lucky. Almost gave me a heart attack. Well, maybe next turn we can make that happen. So, since we are just playing for fun, I will probably do that. Just because it is super fun, and it looks like he's missed a resource again. So yeah, let's go for the fun times, super happy play mode, and see if we can make that happen. Now, if we're unlucky, we'll just do the 3 damage trigger. We'll see. So I can play out. I might as well play out the diamond here. We'll attack in. I mean, at worst, we get the 3 extra damage, and then we just play out a Vampire King. I mean, he's basically, when you're in this sort of situation, he's basically lost the game already. Sadly, he had to mulligan, and then he's missing resources. So let's see which trigger we get. It's a 50-50, and oh, we got the damage. Boo, boo. Oh well. Yeah, we'll play out a Vampire King, because with even just 1 ruby, there's no way he can stop a Vampire King. So yeah, this is definitely going to be able to hit in. I can't think of anything. Oh, I mean, he could have a Turbulence. Sorry, in wild, probably unlikely. So that is one thing he could have. But if he gets a ruby, there's nothing he can do with 1 ruby that will kill this. So he wants to get rid of 1 troop from hand. He's probably still going to have a bunch more in hand though. So let's see if we can get a vampire, and then maybe we'll get lucky enough to draw a reversion, which there are only 3 in the deck, but it will be fun to try that out if we do. So we get another resource. That's not the greatest. So I could use this now, but then again, he obviously doesn't have resources, so using this first, not the most ideal thing to do. Whereas had your opponent been playing resources and you were getting this out in turn 3, they would probably dump an extra one. But you don't want to do, yeah, after the Vamp King, because then they'll definitely dump troops, because they don't want you getting them. So let's see what we hit. And it's a troop, and it's a very nice troop to get rid of, because he would have been able to play that out, and that would have gave him some blockers. So that's really handy. if you want to, I mean, so that now actually, I was going to say, it would be nice to, I mean, when I revert it, it's not entering play, so it wouldn't give me the birds, but it'd be pretty OP if it did. So, I mean, there's no need to, I mean, yeah, we'll go, again, in his colours, it's not like I have really anything to worry about, so may as well play it another Vamp King, and that way we can potentially steal more dudes, and turn them into vampires. Sexy vampires at that. So, yeah, it is. Alright, so he's got a resource, so he's at 4. So he probably has, he could have another one of those Falcon, isn't it? Ruby Pyromancer. Probably going to see another 2-drop. He probably wants to get rid of as many troops as he can from hand. Maybe not. Maybe he doesn't have many troops in hand. We shall see. He's probably thinking which one to play out, maybe. So he might have a few choices. So he's actually going to do his charge power here, which is fair enough. And I'll just take the damage. Like, I could trade here, but it's just temporary, and this is, you know, going to keep giving me life back. So, plus I want to do the reversion. Oh, okay, that's, yeah, good play. It gets rid of my one of my Vampire Kings. It's not too bad. But yeah, he had to obviously use the power and a card to do that, which I'm perfectly fine with. I like using Wilder Boars with Survival of the Fittest. They work pretty nicely. Because you can play them out, you know, 2 cost with speed, get him to battle, you know, like a Vampire King, it would win the fight, and then you can continue in your quest to do more damage. So, another resource, not what we wanted. So I'm just going to attack with the Vampire King. So I want to get to a reversion, so we can just revert the Vampire. Show you guys how that works, basically. But in the meantime, we'll try and steal some more troops. And we found a crushing blow. Alrighty, so let's play the Corpse Fly. Whatevs. Make him discard something. So if he's probably got maybe 1 troop at hand, if even, and if he does, he'll keep it and then just play it next turn. So yeah, he gets rid of the crushing blow we just saw. He's probably like, get rid of that. So, excuse me. Let's see what he does. He could have a 5-drop here. Ash Harpy or something, maybe. Actually, I think Ash Harpy's 6. Yeah, it is 6. So, maybe just, yeah, it doesn't look like he has troops. Well, he could still play it out in second main phase, but it does look like he doesn't have any troops here. So the Vampire King's not going to hit anything. So I might just skip my turn, basically, try and get that reversion. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll just, if he had a troop, he would have played it. Unless, of course, he does have a 6-drop. But, you know, whatevs. Just want to get to that reversion. Wild Aura. And he's putting it on the Ruby Pyromancer. Fair enough. So yeah, we're just basically mucking around at the moment. So he's got a 5/3 Rhino. Oh, he wants a piece. I see how it is. He's attacking me. That's just rude. well, we just got that. So this is the replicated priestess. So, yeah, let's say hi. Unfortunately, no Mirror Knights in play, because that would be super nice. But yeah, we'll play out the resource. We'll use the charge barrel. We'll kill one of these. So yeah, if I draw an extinction, I'm just going to be forced to use it. But yeah, hopefully I get a reversion sometime soon. Would be super nice. But yeah, if I do draw an extinction, I'm just going to throw it out there, and most likely, with all these on the board, we got the chance of each one doing 3 damage to his face. So he's played out Sensei, gets him an extra card. He's got 3 resources open, so he could have got a 4-drop or something in hand. So I could potentially, I'll swing in next time with the king, see what he's got in hand, basically. So, I guess I'll... Whoops. I didn't want to do... Alright. I'll block here. And... yeah, I'll block this. Bugger it. Still going to do damage to me because of Crush, but yeah. We'll just kill those 2 things. Do. Oh, what a mongrel. So yeah, fair enough. He had a ruby aura. So now these are just dead. Good pop. Now, let's see what they do. Will I get 6 damage or... okay, so I've got one extra priestess. And he's doing a crushing blow on that as well. Nice. So we got 2 priestesses. So yeah, and that keeps this alive. So his last 2 cards were pretty good ones. Just want to get that reversion. Revert this back into a troop. Come on, reversion. No. Oh well, we'll play that out. And another priestess, and another priestess. So yeah, helps thin out your deck, or you get also, more hits to their face, extra damage when they die. I think now I've got just the 1 priestess in the deck, I believe, unless, as you can see, these ones are replicas, and we do have a real one in deck. So yeah, that was the first one I killed with my charge power. So that should be, wait, yeah, that's all of them. So my deck no longer has them in there. So if they die, if I don't get the damage trigger, then I won't be able to get anything from the deck. Unless I get a Gambit, in which case, sweet. You Gambit, they all die, you guarantee getting more. So yeah. Unfortunately, this is obviously not going to be too entertaining while we wait to get a reversion. Hopefully we can just, if we just keep skipping turn, we'll get to it eventually. Yeah, Impacted Pains, it's okay, but you can't always guarantee, the Vampire King is the only thing that's life drain, well, and the vampires themselves, so it's all very reliant on the Vampire King. So no need to play that out. So yeah, let's just skip, just hit spacebar. Yes, I want that reversion. Clickety clickety click. Do, 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 do. That'd be pretty sweet if he got a Pheromones in Gore Feast. I assume he already has one in hand. So that'd be pretty hilarious to see him do it, because then he just basically wins the game. And yeah, because he'll just make it so I have to block this, and then these just smack me in the face. I've opened the 20 primal packs that I had, and around, let me think, about 30 normal packs, I believe. So I could Mirror Knight and Buccaneer. Actually, let's do this. Actually, I can't do what I was thinking of. I was going to bounce the Corpse Fly, replay it, and make him lose a card from hand. Not a big deal, though. Whatevs. Let's just, yeah, instead of wasting time, we'll just wait till we draw a reversion. If I don't get it in the next couple turns, I might just crack some packs. As Elfstone wants to see. So, he's either... We'll see if who gets to the win condition first. So basically what we'll do here is, you know, if he gets to his Pheromones and Gore Feast, then he wins. Or if I get to my Extinction, then it's, you know, very likely I'll just win from that. You know, if I get the Extinction, I'll use it. If I get the Reversion, I'll use it on that, and just to show you guys. So there it is, Extinction, it's time. So I'll play out the Buccaneer first. I'll explain why in a second. So it now will get the thing from the whatchamajiggers, but I'll also send back the Priestess that's been replicated. I mean, yeah, the one that will give me the copies. So now when this Buccaneer dies to my Extinction, I mean, it's very likely he's just going to die to these replicas. So as you can see now, the frame's actually just updated. So he's probably like, oh, that's pretty cute. Moha. So yeah, now we just play the Extinction, and so very high chance that, you know, we got basically, let's see, because of the 6 triggering, we only need 3 to hit. Are you serious? Oh, we got 2. And we got another Extinction though. So next turn I can play out the Priestess again and just Extinction, and that'll definitely be game. But yeah. So we got 2 triggers out of those. And because we didn't have any more Priestesses in deck, obviously it's not going to give us anything else, you know, the second trigger, because it is random. It does say choose one at random, which is a bit weird, but yeah. It does actually look like they've changed that text recently, but maybe it's just me. It is worded a bit funny though with the choose, but I guess it kind of makes sense still. Some people do get puzzled by it a bit though. But yeah, so now, I mean, he's done nothing there. So I can play out this Priestess and just Extinction. And that'll, I mean, there's pretty much very, very, very low chance that'll, you know, one of these triggers doesn't, you know, work. So if I didn't have the Extinction, I could play out the Mentalist here and the Priestess, which is now 3 cost. The copies, however, you'll notice when I play this, that the copies are still, the replicas will be 2 cost. Because it will copy it as if it was an original. So as you can see, they're all still 2 cost. So they wouldn't get inspired by the Mentalist, but that's where the Mirror Knight works nicely. But yeah, so cool thing you can do, say your opponent uses Inner Conflict on a troop of yours and you are running Gambit, you can Gambit that troop, and then the copies, the original copy will still have the negative effects on it, but your copies will be just like, you know, fresh, basically. So here comes the Extinction. Here we go. So very, you know, likely he's just dead here. I mean, I'd be very surprised if, yeah, so there we go, he's dead. It's a fun thing I like to do. But yeah, most cases not necessary. But you know, when you're playing for fun, you have fun. So what was I going to do? I've completely forgotten. There was something I was gonna. Oh, cracks and packs. That's what Elfstone's been dying to see. So let's open some more. So I got 680. So yeah, I've opened 30 normal packs, 20 primals. Let's go for some more. Here we go. Hello, Hydrosan. How you going? Or Hydrosan. So let's see what we get. Terrible transfer. It's not bad. It's not too bad. So let's have a look at the the rare. Oh, Menacing Grauk. I'm happy with that because I don't think I had any, so I got one now. Very nice card. So I've got a common chest. Let's actually check. I'm gonna check my collection. I'm pretty sure that was my first Grauk. Almost positive. Oh damn it! 4 of them. What the hell? Where did they come from all of a sudden? That's rather surprising, to be honest. Were they in a starter deck? Does anyone know? I mean, I guess it's possible they're in a starter deck. Or I just, yeah. I guess I could have got them from primals and I just didn't notice. But yeah, well there you go. I got a playset now of Grauk, so that's pretty cool. Happy about that. So yeah, let's open some more. Why not? I thought that was my first one, like, honestly. Yeah, I must have got them from primals, I guess. So, yeah, some okay cards here. I'm pretty sure I've got a playset of Pyromancers now. I got an extra Clergyman, so I've probably got maybe 2-3 of those. Yeah, nothing else too exciting. Let's have a look at the rare. Mirror Knight would be sweet. A Plant Garden, no, that's not bad. I don't know how many of those I've got. I'm not even going to try and guess. I'll have a look at that later on if I remember. Let's throw another pack in the well. See how, see what we get this time. Come on, give me a red glow. Ah. Another Crushing Blow, that's good. I only had the one, so now I've got 2 of them. So happy about that. And everything else is, you know, pretty sure I've got a lot of. Pact of Life, not anything fantastic. Another common chest. Did I have 2 of the same uncommon? Oh, okay, that's... Oh, yeah, I did too, didn't I? Not meant to happen. Guess I'll have to, nah. I mean, they'll fix it eventually, it's not a big deal. Genesis Hydra, not too bad. Let's see, do I get... Eh. Some okay stuff there. Nothing amazing. Let's go again. Come on, legendaries. Give us that red glow. Give us the red glow. Right here. Come on. Ah, it's blue. So, some okay cards again. I keep getting a lot of Infiltrator bots. I've probably got a lot of those now. I'll have a look at that. Ah, damn it. Didn't want more of her. Well, we got a legendary chest from a normal pack. That's that's the first one I've got from a normal pack. Actually, it's probably the second since I got 22. Yeah. So I guess I'll open another 5. Alright, another blue. Not getting too lucky on legendaries, but eventually those will flip. Here we go. So okay, so this one is a Carrion Blob. Nothing exciting. Yeah, some okay cards in there. Let's have a look. Come on, a Soul Marble. Well, I got a playset of Soul Marbles now, so that's actually quite good. It's pretty cool. Moobot saying off. So let me actually disable that from Moobot. While I tried to disable it earlier and I failed. Doop-de-doop-de-doo. I completely killed it. Let me go into my commands. Oh, I see. So let's remove that. Remove command. Done. Alrighty. Silly Moobot. That's my fault though, because I'm a doofus. Hello, Brazil. How you going? So let's open some more. 4 more to go. And then I'll leave it for now. So, oh, X-Win, how many packs did you open? Hey. Corrupt Harvester, not bad. A Rooster Saw, not bad. Okay, Kraken Guard Mariner. I mean, these are all good uncommons. So, that's not bad. Got a lot of pre-sell. Another Inquisition is good. 2 Angels and 1 Vamp King. Oh, I got a Falconer. That's nice. I got 2 of these now, I believe. So that's pretty good. So I got some pretty good cards there. So I did need more Falconers. I really like the Falconer, getting 3 troops out. For 4 especially, and it's a single threshold. Very nice card. What am I doing? More packs. I've got 1 Dreamer so far, X-Win. I'm also wanting more of those. Such a good card. So no legendary. Got another rare. And that's a Skirmisher, which I don't think I had many of. So that's not bad. Another Inquisition, so I should have a playset of those now. Probably maybe even more than a playset. Another Reversion, so I definitely got a playset of those. So yeah, not bad. Hey, it's another Grail. So I got 5 of those now. So I got 1 up for trade, basically. So let's actually, before I forget, I'll open some more in a second. But let's go into here. So yeah, Infiltrated Bot, I got 6 of them. Okay, I thought I had more. Plant Garden. Let's have a look how many of those I actually got. So I got 3 of them. Okay. So I'm pretty sure I got 4 Soul Marbles. Yep. Inquisition. Yep, got a playset now. That's good. So I still need 1 more Inquisitor to get a playset of those. I had 4 Kickstarter tiers AJ. And that's how I have so many. Alright, so let's go back to the shop. Actually, one thing you can do is you can just go, just double click and it'll, from there. So yeah, I had 3 Pro, which is the 250 tiers, and 1 Grand King, which is a 500 tier. Which was a lot of money for me, but I'm very glad I went, went that high basically. So that's not bad. I'm pretty sure I probably already had a playset of Thunderbirds, but if not, this guy's actually rather good. So probably didn't have many of these either. But yeah, nothing too amazing. And we got a Battle Beetle, which I don't think I had. Yeah, my weekly draft tokens you just saw, X-Win. I get 4 a week. But because we haven't been able to use them, mine are just, they've made it so they expire in 3 weeks, the ones we had from the start. But yeah, I'm not getting any legendaries, and we've got, if I want to stop at 670, then this is the last pack, so, come on, legendary. Come on. And nothing. Bugger. I did get another Mentalist though, so that's really good, because I only had the 1. So now I have 2 Mentalists. I don't know if I had any of this guy. But yeah, that's good to see a Mentalist. And yesterday, I don't know how many I had of that, but yeah, it's fine. So, do I stop here? That is the question. I mean, I really should. I mean, I got a lot, obviously, so... let's go for some more. Bugger it. I can't help myself. Can't help myself. Alright. Shard of Fates, we got a Dingler, that's not bad. Elimination Specialist is not bad as well. I've only got, I think I've only seen 1 of him. But come on, give me a Mirror Knight. I want 1 more Mirror Knight. Bugger. So we're going to Ember Spire Wedge. 70 more? Oh, jeez. I don't know if I'll... no, I'm definitely not going to be doing 70 more. Or 10 at once, even. I like doing just 1 at a time. If I do 10, at once, then you just see this, you see it all, and then it's done, it's over. It's a bit more exciting doing 1 at a time. So I've got a Legionnaire of Gawain, not bad. Another Crushing Blow, which is good. Yeah, it's not too bad. So, yeah, I'm getting pretty unlucky with the legendary, that's for sure. In the 30-something packs I've opened, I got 1. That's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So, let's see what we get this time. Another Falconer. I'm happy with that. That's fine. So I got 3 of those now, which is good. seeing a lot of the same commons though, but I mean, that's to be expected. Alright, so what am I at? 667? Alright, let's go up to 665, I guess. We'll go to 666. We'll stop at that. Come on, red glow. Ah! So, yeah, it's okay. Another turbo transfer, paladin. And let's see what else we get. Another gore feast. Not another gore feast. Oh, I got too many gore feasts. Because they came in a starter deck. So I have a crap load of... Nice one, Brez. So I'm at 666, so we'll leave it at that. And I'm getting really unlucky with the legendaries, so yeah. So what does that put me at? Basically, I've got this deck here. It's a blank deck, so it puts me at, I mean, discounting the resources I've got, you know, probably about what, 1,600 cards, say, roughly, or around that. But yeah, the Gore Feast. Let's have a look. Yeah, I got 12 of them now. So let's actually build. I'll build a new deck. Let's build a Gore Feast. Because I've already got. Let's see. I've got the. What happened there? Oh, okay, that didn't work. Let's just load my Orc Gladiator one, which is you know, basically a Gore Feast deck. But what is going on? Where's my what? Load. What? Troops 25. So it's got 60 cards in there. Come on. Has my internet crashed? What is going on? This is confusing. Alright, let's try to load a different deck. Cancel. What the fudge? Alright, let's go back. Alright, there we go. The cards have appeared. So yeah, that's yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna do a Falconer deck now that I've got oh, someone just followed me. ZDedge. I don't know. ZDGE. Thank you very much for the follow. That is much appreciated. So I caught it this time. Got a little dancing star. Hopefully that actually showed up properly. Actually, yeah, it should have since I saw it on OBS. So, Ghost Storm is the best storm. It is pretty nice. Menacing Grelk, obviously very nice card. So what was I doing? New deck. Did you get a legendary? No, I did not, unfortunately. So we'll do the Ruby Sapphire Gore Storm. Alright, so I'll fix that up in a minute. So let's see. Filters, we'll take off all the colors we don't want. And damn it, I stuffed that up. Hit the turn off filters button. Alright. Ghost Storm has to be all caps. No. Alright, so let's see. Need to check. So I've got 3 Falconers. So unfortunately I have 4, but that'll do. I'm going to do the Rage Fires. I like Rage Fires. So, Gore Feasts. So, one thing I like to do is have... I only got the one. I only got one! Ah, oh well. I'll do Mirror Knights. So I'm just going to throw random crap in for now and work out what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep. So I'll throw some Buccaneers in. Bum, 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 bum. So I could throw in Mentalist, but for now I'll leave him out. I got 2 of them. That wouldn't be horrible. Let's get Poker. You definitely want Poker in a Gore Feast deck. Not to mention with Mirror Knights, it's very nice. Same with the Mentalist. So I've only got the one Dreamer, unfortunately. Not that I'd probably want that in the deck. So let's think. So where are my Grauks? So I'll get 2 Grauks will do. I think I could maybe go for 3. I'm probably going to have to change my resources a bit if I want to get 3 Sapphire. So let's see. Bum, 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 bum. If I take Ragefire out, that way Gorefeast is the only double, and then we You know, I know Grauk's good, it's just that, you know, I'm just thinking about the resources here. You know, obviously I'm going to have to try to stick to as many 1 thresholds as I can. But yeah, I'll throw him in. I may actually even prioritize the Sapphire more than the Ruby. And we can also throw in Masteries of Time, if we want to be super greedy. Why not? Only a couple though, we don't want to get too spastic. And I could throw in Crushing Blow. Let's see, where's my Crushing Blow? Oh, we got another follower. So AJ, I don't know if you already were following, but if not, thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. And just a reminder to everyone, I will be giving away, you know, basically, I might do a giveaway tomorrow. You know, I might give away a beta key or something. But yeah, I will, you know, if I do decide to do that tomorrow, I will announce it, you know, at least 5 hours or so ahead of time on my Twitter. But I'm going to be giving away beta keys. I've got a whole bunch of Steam games, like tons of stuff. Actually, let me bring that up for a second. Let me see if I still have it here. Yeah, here we go. So that's just some of the things I'm going to be giving away. So yeah, I've got a bunch of Steam games. Some Steam and Origin games, so I got like dual keys and stuff, and yeah, basically, you know, beta keys, alternate art, which, you know, I'll give away later in the week. Now, all this stuff is going to be over several days, and I'm mainly waiting, as it says here, you know, waiting the relaunch of the tournament service, and then, you know, as I'm playing drafts and all that sort of stuff, I'll be giving out games left and right. Like, in some cases, I'll just be like, here's a key, and throw it out there in the chat, and you guys can fight for it. But most of the time, I will be using the Twitch giveaways thing, so it, you know, randomly rolls a name. But yeah, that's just some of the things I'm giving away, and there will be a lot more. So yeah, just make sure you're following on Twitter, and that way, because I will announce stuff beforehand. In most cases, like some stuff I've gave away just a game here and there. Yeah, it's pretty funny, isn't it, X-Win, the Koala? See, it went through the planet. Yeah, anyway. I thought it was funny. Cute koala. But yeah, posting a key is like the most sadistic giveaway tactic. Well, I mean, I'm not going to do that for the beta keys. Just, you know, for like I did it previously, you know, a few days ago, I was giving away just a couple games here and there. So I might, you know, just give them away randomly. But yeah, I will, in most cases, be using the actual, you know, the roll thing. So let's see. I want some Crushing Blows. Actually, I'll throw in 3 of those. 4 burns. So what do I? Ruby Pyromancers most likely. But I may also. No, let me think. There's something I'm forgetting. What is this? Cloud Titan. Okay. Yeah, we'll throw in the Pyros. Puts me to 58, so we got 22, so I got too many resources, so they're all single threshold. So, iffy. Yeah, like that's what I was thinking. 9 Ruby as well. So let's see, let's have a look at your list. 4 Time Ripple. See, I don't like Time Ripple, even though I can understand why you're using it. I'll try it without, because, you know, it's good in certain, you know, obviously in an aggro deck it's fine, because you are following up with aggression. So I may still throw it in there, but I'll think about that in a second. 3 Storm Coal, 4 Mirror Knight. Yeah, I would throw in another Mirror Knight if I could. Alright, Stormcall. Jeez, forgetting about Stormcall. I actually had Stormcall in a draft, and yeah, it saved me. Saved me just that one-off Stormcall. It works very nice in draft, because you know you will get in situations in draft where you know you've got you're basically standing each other, in a Mexican standoff, and your opponent's got a nice board, you've got a nice board presence, and you both just can't really get through reliably, whereas Stormcall can just easily just win you the game. Oh no, it's very good for Vampire King, but I wouldn't say it's needed unless you are making the deck completely centralized around Vampire King. Whereas like my last deck had Vampire King in it, but it wasn't centralized around him. Hence the reason I didn't have Time Ripples. I just used the Buccaneers for that trick. But it was mainly you got many different tricks in the deck, Gambit and stuff. But Time Ripple is a card. It's, to me, the way I see it, if you're not following it up with aggression and stuff, you're not going to get too much out of it unless you've got things to combo it with. So therefore, you are required to have those two cards to combo it. Like if you don't have a Vampire King in play and you're forced to use it, then you're not getting the most out of it, and you're just slightly delaying your opponent. So again, if you don't have that aggression to follow up with, you're not going to really affect your opponent, especially if they're playing a slow deck anyway, like a control deck. You're really, not going to get too much out of it. But yeah, obviously in this deck it will work quite fine because you do have the aggression. You want to be pushing through damage. As I was saying, if you got the aggression, the follow up, it's perfectly fine. So I probably will use my last 3 cards. Let's have a look. I could take out, let's see, Time Ripple. I'll probably throw in... Let's see, I'll throw in 3. I mean, I could change a few of these numbers around. I could easily take out the Chosen. But I don't mind having Chosen because he's just a, even a 1 damage troop can do, 5 with a Gore Feast. Not to mention you're creating the... if I could have 4, I'd probably try it with 4 of these. And just modify some other stuff. But yeah, for now... oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. Oh well, now you've got it ingrained in your mind, don't forget. I was just... I didn't really do much anyway. I just basically put the Time Ripples in. So what I'm missing here... Draconius, see you, dude. Off to bed before you start buying plant. Yes. Alright, so I think that's looking alright. Yeah, let's leave it at that. I mean, obviously, only having the 1 Chosen, if I'm lucky I'll get it in opening hand, sweet. But, still, I mean, even if you only get it in play for 1 turn, getting those the Spectres in the deck is pretty nice. So, it's not too bad. That looks fine, so let's save that. Actually, we need a sleeve. We need a sleeve. Gotta have a sleeve. So, let's see, which one... So I might go with the fire-breathing dragon here, the Pro Players. Whoops, that's the wrong button. Select. Alright, close. Save. Alright, so let's go to the Proving Grounds and we'll see who we got to challenge. Any familiar names? Not really. Not really. So I'll just hit the play and we'll challenge. Unless someone wants to challenge me, I think you can still challenge while I'm at this screen. But just say something now in the chat and I'll cancel this if you do. If anyone wants to verse me. Surprisingly haven't had any drop frames. But then again, I guess that's, not too surprising when I'm running the stream at 13 frames per second. That's the downside to Australian internet. Very bad upload. Hopefully in the future I'll be getting better internet when it comes to my area. When they upgrade, like basically Australia's installing the National Broadband Network, the NBN, and that will provide blazing fast speeds. I don't know the exact numbers, but basically insane numbers. I would love to have it, and hopefully one day I'll be able to get that, and then pretty much stream any game. Because, that's all I do. I play games, and I love it. So I'd love to be able to stream, a diverse range of games instead of just one. Not that I will be playing Hex a lot, but in downtimes and stuff like that, especially when you don't have draft, would be nice to be able to stream other stuff. But unfortunately, not really viable for me at the moment. So very nice opening hand. So we got a Mirror Knight, then into a Pyromancer and all that sort of good stuff. He's in Blood Sapphire. Well, actually, sorry, he's just Sapphire. If he's in Blood as well, then it's just my psychic powers at work once again. But yeah, we'll keep this hand. And yeah, so we're probably fairly safe to play this out. I'm not going to lose it. He is going first, however. So on my turn 2, he'll be at 3. Potentially have 3 resources open, and could counter or murder and all that sort of stuff. So we'll find out. Sorry, no, he won't. Yeah, that's incorrect. So he's at 1. I'll be at 1. He goes to 2, and then I get to play my dude out. So that should be fine. So I'll use this, obviously, get my Sapphire, because the Sapphires, I've got enough rubies now, but we do need to get a 3rd Sapphire for the Grelks. And it sounds like my phone battery is dying again. No, okay, that was weird. Must have been something else. Alrighty. So yeah, very nice opening hand. And he's running a mill deck though, so which, that's perfect. Okay, a seagull, that's okay. It's not bad. Nothing I have to worry about. So yeah, now I can play out a ruby. I got the burn to kill this later, so that's good. But we'll play out the Mirror Knight here. Don't need to burn this yet. I'm not trying to push through any damage at the moment. So, obviously no reason. Well, I mean, hopefully he doesn't have a Time Ripple or a Buccaneer. That'd be a bit annoying, because then he won't inspire all my 2-drops. And like the Falcon's Birds. Actually, the Falcon's Birds are 3, I think. Yes, they are. So they still would get inspired, so never mind. But yeah, don't have 4 Falconeers, unfortunately. Only got the 3 in the deck. But that should be alright. And we've got a Grelk, a Pyromancer. 1 more resource, we'll get the charge power as well. We don't have any Gore Feast yet, though. So, what's happening? Let's see what he does. See if he plays. So another Sapphire. So he could be mono Sapphire, or he's just getting a bit unlucky. Hopefully it is the latter. But Oracle Song, perfectly fine. So it gets him a bit of card advantage, but it's not anything I'm worried about just yet. So he's probably going to have Chronic Madnesses and start milling me. But since he doesn't seem to be in Blood yet, if he is in Blood, then we will have to start worrying about Extinction, but not for quite some time. But then having this guy on the board means that Extinction is not really something you actually have to worry about, because while you may end up losing all your dudes, you will get cards back. So it's a very, this guy alone is a pretty decent counter to Extinction. So Bird of Plenty and Pack Raptor is a pretty sweet combo. I don't like Pack Raptors though, just because your deck just gets flooded with them. And basically you just end up playing Pack Raptors. Like, that's your deck. Your deck is now Pack Raptors. Like, forget everything else you included in there that you wanted to have fun with. Your deck is now just Pack Raptors. Basically. Alright, so, guess I'll play out the Pyromancer. And then I may as well burn this and hit in for 1. Because I'm gonna have to get rid of this at some point, so I may as well do it now. So, death to the seagulls. So basically shooting a huge flamethrower up into the air, and all the seagulls are dropping down into the water. And then they're going to be lunch for the Grelk. So, pack in for 1. Yes, no, of course. Dream Dance works nice, of course. You can have Dream Dance in there, which I assume you probably would. But, you know, when you're creating new pack raptors and stuff, they're not going to have that effect. So, you know, you still can get, you know, you're not going to have all pack raptors with that. You could obviously run secret labs and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, you basically, yeah, you need to have, yeah, I just still don't like them. It's not to say they're not good. They can definitely be good when you build them right, but yeah. So he's got rid of a Mastery of Time and a Ruby resource. That's perfectly fine. I mean, I would have liked the resource. I mean, the Mastery of Time would have been pretty nice. Alright, so he's got a annoying little spawn of blah-de-blahs. But I might just bounce that. Don't know. Don't know. See what I draw. So let's see. Next turn I will have, yeah, alright, so I'll probably bounce that on his turn. Like I may even just let it hit me. Wait, how many cards have I got in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If there is 10, alright, so that's fine. So I can let it hit me. And then I can just actually I can just Growlk. So let me think about this. I can Growlk, charge power, so that will be 5 damage. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can still attack with this. No, I can't because he'll. So yeah, I won't. Yeah, no, I probably should bounce it now. Get through that little bit of damage. Might as well. Or the Seagull. Because I don't really want him to trade with this. That's the reason why I'm thinking that. Like, he will obviously stop. Yeah. It's maybe not even actually worth doing. Yeah. Alright, I'll bounce the Seagull. If he trades with this, well then so be it. It won't be too bad, I guess. Because, well, yeah, we'll draw a card, so it's actually fine. Never mind. So yeah, bounce that. Attack in, let's see if he trades. Ideally he doesn't. That's what I want to have happen. And he didn't, so that's cool. Alright, so that's probably now going to be, yeah, pretty much he's just dead now. Because the Growlk will, he'll bring out the Seagull again most likely. And that will probably be all he can do for each turn. He potentially has 2 resources open, which he then, a Time Ripple would be helpful. Somewhat, if he has it. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, he probably also will attack in with this. So if he has a Chronic Madness or something, he could mill a lot of cards, but yeah. So he is just doing the Seagull, so that's fine. So now he's probably just screwed. So yeah, no, oh man, I'm so excited for PvE armies. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen the equipment for. I mean, you probably have, since you guys obviously follow HEX quite a lot. Who was that? Messi 102. Thank you very much for the follow. The dancing star is showing you my appreciation. So he's going to attack. That's fine. So yeah, what was I saying? PvE. One of the things that, like, as you all know, I really like Replicator's Gambit. So I don't know if you guys have seen the equipment that we're going to be getting, but the equipment for the Gambit, you've got obviously 2 pieces. I think one is gloves and something else, but one of them makes it so it's a quick action, which is freaking amazing for multiple reasons. So I can actually just bounce the Seagull here. Yeah, I may as well. There's no need to really. That's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, it doesn't matter if I get milled. So I can bring out this. But yeah, with what I was saying, so one of them makes Replicator's Gambit a quick action, so you can use it to save troops that are going to die to like a murder or something. which is just freaking awesome. Like that's, if it was in PvP like that, that'd be OP. So, obviously in PvE it's going to be very challenging, so it probably won't be OP. I still think it will be very strong. But then there's also the other equipment, the legendary piece, that makes it so Gambit, say I was to Gambit a Mirror Knight, it would, put it in the deck like normal, but then all other copies of Mirror Knight would get the text on it, so it would, when you play one, you'll get an extra 6 copies. So yeah, just pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. So yeah, Jake Rawls wanted me to play Grout, so I'll do that. So how much damage am I actually doing here? 3, 6, alright, 11. Alright, cool. And then that's, obviously, yeah, so. Very likely, he's not going to have an answer for this. So yeah, but yeah, I'm very, very excited for PvE. I really think it's going to be, I think it in some ways is going to be better than the PvP. Like, the PvP is going to be awesome, like it is awesome. And drafting is, a lot of fun, but I think it's just going to be so much more fun, oh, there's a really nice draw. So that's 100% game, like there is literally no way he can do anything here, in Mono Sapphire especially, that's going to stop me from winning. It might not be next turn, but with the cards I have, he's pretty much boned. You'd need to have like 4 Chronic Banisters in hand, that's probably not even enough, I don't know. But yeah, I haven't actually. What's the equipment for the Priestess? I can't remember. So he tapped out there. Priestess equipment. Oh, actually, I'm going to look at that right now. Give me just a second. Dip-de-dip-de-doo. I may even try bringing it up on the stream to show you. Actually, let's all have a look at the PvE equipment. Basically, some of this, is going to definitely change. But let me capture my screen here so I can show you guys what I'm looking at. If I can get this to work. Yeah, yesterday was his best bet, but yeah, it wouldn't stop me from winning. So, oh, that's unfortunate. The equipment's not showing up on PvE, on the HEX TCG browser for this card. So, let me see if I'm doing something wrong. It's showing up for Gambit. So yeah, gloves and a weapon for Gambit, the 2 equipments. So you can search for any orc. That's pretty cool. Oh, not much point capturing that then. Yeah, not all the cards, not all the equipment's being revealed. Obviously, there's going to be. I don't think we're going to have equipment in the game, ready to go basically for the first dungeon. Like, we may be able to collect them, but I don't think we're going to be able to, when dungeons are implemented, we're obviously going to get so many. I don't think we're going to have, let me just hit that. I don't think we're going to have any equipment ready, basically, because there's so much equipment. Like, every card having 2 pieces of equipment is just insane. Like, the amount of work that would involve getting them all working and then testing, and oh boy, it's just going to be quite insane. So I think we'll be able to collect them, like you can currently do with the Wheels of Fate. You can get equipment and stuff from it, but I don't think we're going to be able to use them straight away. But yeah, they could be further along in development than I think. But yeah, it's pretty insane. So if you put an orc into your hand this way, it's permanent cost -3 and speed is the other ability. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. But yeah, PvE is just like the amount of different stuff, like especially with all the different equipment and all the different cards, and then you've got the whole set of PvE cards, and then you've got the AI has its own set of cards, so every dungeon is going to be different interesting things to come across, and then you got raids that you do with mates. It's just going to be insane. Like, I think maybe it's going to be where most people end up playing. Like, a lot of PvE will be, where a lot of people go to. Obviously that's it's one of the big focuses of the game, and a lot of, especially for casual players and stuff, PvE will be the go-to thing, especially it being free to play. But yeah, I still picture myself spending a lot of time playing PvE. I'll be doing both, obviously, but yeah, I think it's going to be extremely fun. And I cannot wait, like, literally cannot wait. I'm dying. Come on, Cryptozoic. Show us something. I would really like to just see, like, a, you know, Cryptozoic showing off, like, a trailer of a dungeon where it shows, you know, basically just maybe even a tutorial dungeon or something. I mean, eventually they will, when they're ready. They will, when Princess Corey enters play, create Replicator's Gambit and put it into your hand. Oh my lord. It's pretty cool. But yeah, obviously they will show us when they're ready to show us PvE stuff. So that's not the best, having no rubies, but that's okay. Got some delay cards, so that's alright. But yeah, very, very excited for PvE. I mean, there's so many features I'm very excited for. We got keep defense as well. Obviously, we got the tournaments, and yeah, it's just, yeah. You only have to look at the Kickstarter page to just see how awesome this game is going to be once we get all that stuff. It's going to be pretty sweet. Alright, so let's see if we can draw a ruby. That'd be pretty handy. And oh, that's also handy. So now we can do a Mirror Knight, and he's not in colors that are just going to kill this. So yeah, we can play at the Mirror Knight, and then next turn, you know, say he brings out a troop, which is very likely. He may do something like a Crash of Beasts, or we'll see. I mean, if it's a 3-drop, we'll find out. But yeah, hopefully he does play out a 3-drop, because that would be the better thing to then Buccaneer. Provided he gets a resource, and he did. He got a diamond, so it's not going to be a Crash of Beast, as it is 2 thresholds. So we're going to see a living totem. So if I get a ruby, I could also just kill it. So let's see what I draw. I mean, I'll probably just bounce it. Probably best to just bounce it anyway. No, it would be, you know, not to burn it now, because I can bounce it, which, you know, basically negates the turn. And I can get the ruby anyway, but I bounce it, gets my guy inspired. Then he replays it out, and then I just kill it with a burn anyway. So that wastes a couple of his turns. Meanwhile, I get to hit in and do more damage. So that's fine. And the fact, you know, again, because I got Mirror Knight on the board, not that he's in colors that can just do a board sweep. I mean, there is Judgment, but it's not going to obviously work, and it's very high cost. But yeah, because he can't just do a board sweep, I can just, you know, safely play out my cards. I don't really have to worry about any of that sort of stuff, like Extinction. But yeah, this guy's really good at countering Extinction, provided he stays on the board when you bring out your other troops. But yeah, really nice to just be like, sweet, you know, I don't care if you got the Extinction, I'm going to play out, you know, my troops, put the pressure on you. I mean, obviously you're not going to do it too crazy if they're just holding back and got nothing on the board. You don't want to just do that for no reason, but you know, you can still basically do that. And then if they don't have the Extinction, you didn't, you know, that's fine. So yeah, he did play out the totem. So again, if I get a ruby, I can just I can just burn it. But I can also just bounce it again, which is probably what I'll do. And then yeah, then I can just burn it on the next time he replays it. It is probably the better move, and well, yes, it definitely is the better move. So Gralk is also nice. So yeah, we'll do that. So unfortunately, still no rubies, but yeah, another bounce and an extra 3 damage into his face. So now, unfortunately, one more resource will allow him to play this out and buff it, and that'll get it out of burn range. So that's a bit of a downside if he does that, but not a big deal. Potentially, I mean, it could be, but with the crushing blow, we could potentially combat trick it later. But at least for now, I get to push through some more damage. But yeah, he may also not have another resource. Very likely he does, though. He's got a lot of cards in hand, and he may just draw one. So yeah, let's see what he does. Probably just wants to get that totem out. So it's unfortunate I don't have the ruby. If I did, he could play, you know, if he plays it out and then tried to charge power it, I could burn it in response, and that would not only kill the troop he's been, trying and trying to put on the board, then unfortunately not the case. But yeah, we'll see what he does. Could do something completely different. Another thing I have to worry about is stuff like King Gabriel, but that's where Grauk will come in handy. So he's playing this out now. If I was him, while I'm, he knows I'm in Ruby because of the charge power, it would be very wise for him to use this charge power right now. So let's see what he does. Let's see if he takes that into consideration. Because if I get that, okay, so he's not going to do it, which is probably not the best move. But again, I might not hit the ruby. So if I don't, I'm still going to be in a tough situation. Oh, I did. So I probably just play out the Grauk, but then again, I probably should just burn this. So I may even just Mastery of Time. Like I can attack in with these two. I can attack with everything. I've got Crushing Blow as well. So I've got many options here. As you can see, I've got every single card is an option. So he's got one. So he could have a Bravery, and that is possible. I really doubt it. So let's think. I mean, he could also have. Sorry, he could have Wild Growth as well. He could have many tricks. So I might just tank with these two and see what he does in response. So I think that's probably my better move. I mean, and that way I can Mastery of Time. And yeah. Anyway, let's see what he does. So he's not going to block these, most likely. That would be a bad trade unless he has a trick. So if he tries to use a trick, I can use a better trick. Maybe, depending on what his trick is. If it's a Wild Growth, then it's then I use this in response. So I got many options here. And even if it's just a trade, I get a card, so that's fine by me. So let's see if he doesn't, if he doesn't block, well then Mastery of Time, and that's perfect. So see what he does. It's not the best use of it, but it's still a good use. So declaring defense, and is he going to block? Doesn't look like it. I think he gets to pick now though. So, yep, he's just taking the damage. That's perfect. So now we just Mastery of Time. And then he goes, ah, shit. He could also have a Stone Skin as well. So, another good reason not to use this just yet. And yeah, obviously he's took the damage, so now he has to decide, do I just block now, or do I take another 4 damage? And against my type of deck, you don't, he's in a very bad position. So, Storm Call as well. So, now I probably just play the Grauk. I mean, there's not really much reason not to. I mean, let's see, if I kill that... yeah, I'll just play the Grauk. May as well. Tarrasque Art could be better. I guess, yeah. I don't mind it. I don't really like the card that much though anyway, so... it's an alright, well, it's alright, but yeah. Obviously for mono Ruby decks, which I don't really run. So yeah, now we get to head in with those, an extra 5 damage. And that's, he can still get this out of burn range, but that's not a problem when I've got a Storm Call, so... and a Crushing Blow. So yeah, I think it's just game. Actually, I'm almost certain it's just game, especially with the colours he's in. I mean, if he has multiple repels in hand, it'll be somewhat handy, but again, I'm just going to draw even more cards every time these die, so... in his colours, I mean, there is some things he could get that would be somewhat helpful, but I think he's just going to die. Because the troops don't really help him, unless they're like, 2-for-1 troops or something, but, Storm Cold just basically secures me the victory. So, yeah. See what he does. So he's doing a Shards of Fate, not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Do 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 do. Alright, while he's doing that, I'm going to check something on my stream. Boom, 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 boom. I'm just going to basically play it on my end. See how the quality looks. Alright, so he tapped out. Fair enough, so he had nothing. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough, so that was over pretty quick. I mean, if you stumble against this type of deck, you do just die. And if you're not, you know, if you're not running, you know, like good decks that can really stop this type of stuff, you know, like Wild Diamond doesn't really have the greatest answers to this type of deck. So, anyway, let's just hit this button. I'll do another game. Alright, so surprisingly my stream actually looks a bit better than normal, like the text is a lot clearer, which is interesting, because I haven't really done anything to modify that, but that's good. Will not complain. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum. Alright, sounded like I got a game up, so I'm just alt-tabbed. And there we go. Alright, so I'll play first. That's always good for most decks. So one Sapphire, one Sapphire. Boo. Boo. I'm going to keep this hand though. Why not? So he's in blood. But yeah, I mean ideally a Sapphire instead of, say, the Mastery of Time would have been pretty nice. Getting this guy out turn 1 would be sweet. I did click to go first, so I'm not going to be able to, you know, get the card first. So definitely not getting this guy out turn 1, but not a big deal. As long as I get the Sapphire. I mean, maybe I should have mulliganed this hand, but I mean, maybe. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, even the Gralk is not something I'm going to be playing turn 5, that's for sure. Unless I just draw Sapphire, Sapphire, Sapphire. But as long as I draw well, this can still be pretty damn good. So he plays out of blood, and that's probably all he's doing. If he's running Inquisition, that will be a bit of a problem. But, you know, I've got many things that would be nice to get rid of from my hand, so it would be a fairly tough choice. But he will obviously be able to play around what I've got though, and, you know, gains all that information. So depending on what he's playing, so that's nice. So that's good. So next turn I'll be able to play out a Buccaneer, and you know, provided we just get Sapphires, we'll be able to do you know, Buccaneer, then maybe depending on what my opponent does, potentially a Gore Feast, and then, you know, Gralk if need, you know, or just wait for the Gralk, and then a Gore Feast, and then you win. So he does have the Inquisition, which I thought he might. So let's see what he picks. So I'm probably guessing he may get rid of something like the Gore Feast or the Mastery, because I don't think he's going to have many troops. Oh, okay, that tells me he does. So he probably has, or he just wants to, yeah, he probably has, like, I mean, if he's got Corpse Flyers, which is probably something he does have, there, wouldn't bounce that anyway, but he probably has Vampire Kings and the like. So that does, you know, does mean I don't have a play this turn, but that's fine. I'll just hit in with the Chosen. It's 1 damage. Again, with Gore Feast, something with 1 damage becomes 5. Provided they don't have blockers. But yeah, I've got the burn open now. And he will be at 3, so he could play out, I mean, I think most, you know, if he's in mono blood, I'm pretty sure most 3-drop blood creatures, like, I don't think there's any that have, basically, you know, out of burn range. There might be, no there is, sorry. There's like the big 5/5, but, okay, so he's got a Buccaneer of his own. That's a bit annoying, but it's not, I mean, it does mean I'm not gaining Spectres, which is the more annoying factor. But I can just burn this, which I probably will, but I don't need to yet, because I'm going to be replaying this, and then I can burn this if I think, if I have, if there's nothing else to do, then I'll burn it, but there's no need to do it yet. Because I don't think I'm going to be drawing anything that I'd rather play than just do this and leave the burn open. So, well, I mean, there is the potential for, Gore Feast for 9 damage, but, ideally, you want to get more out of it, so I will save onto it for now, as he might give me something better to kill. So another Grauk, so, again, nothing, I did the right move, basically. So I do want to get, obviously, more Sapphires. If I don't get them, I'm in trouble. So, I mean, just missing resources there is very problematic. Now, he's probably just going to attack, which will then, I'll use my burn. I mean, I could take a bit of damage and wait to see if he brings out something better to kill. He could be running things like Brood Creepers, which would be a very big problem. But, no way to really tell. But he's probably running, next turn he could have Vampire Kings and stuff. So, yeah, probably, the burn won't be able to do anything against him anyway, so we'll just get rid of that. If he brings out a troop... Oh, he's got a counter magic. Fair enough. That's like... Yeah, seems a bit strange saving a Buccaneer. But, okay. That's perfectly fine by me. Especially when I have no more burns in hand. But yeah. I mean, I guess he does understand, obviously, the importance of having troops on the board. Well, he did attack, so never mind. I can I can potentially Gore Feast if I hit a resource. So, ooh, nice. So that's really nice. Hey Havoc, when do we get our packs from previous giveaways? Basically, as soon as the trading's in, dude. Like, I haven't forgotten, as you'll see below the stream. Those of you that won the packs, that's all below the stream. Your names are all there, so that's not bad. But yeah, having obviously Spectres, in this deck, very nice. And then you got that evasion with Gore Feast, pretty sweet. So we get in 1 damage. So yeah, missing resources though, not what we want. But I will be able to play something. If he gets a Vampire King out now, which is kind of what I'm expecting. Like, I'm not expecting extinction at all. Otherwise, he would have just let this probably die to a burn. The wasting a counter magic on that tells me he probably wants to keep that on the board. Because he knows what I'm running. Like, he knows I have Gore Feast, so he knows it's important to have troops on board. So I'm expecting a Vampire King. Or something like that. So he's actually taking some damage to draw a card. So, Rockcaster, okay. So, that's a good one. That's a 2-for-1, so that's a bummer. But and not something I really want to bounce either, because then he gets to do it again. So he gets rid of the Chosen, which is interesting. It's interesting, and he's attacking. I mean, yeah, no, obviously he's attacking. So obviously I won't block, but I could potentially Gore Feast. I bring out this, which he then probably blocks with that, but I would still hit in. Yeah, that's probably, if I draw a resource, then yeah, I'll do it, because I can't just, sit around doing nothing. I can't just keep waiting, especially, bugger. So still no bloody, shit I need. So I will probably play this out and bounce this back to my hand. Now, unfortunately, because I don't have a resource, I can't, but yeah, I'm missing a lot of resources. So sorry, I almost didn't attack there, but let's attack in first, and then we'll replace a Buccaneer that we don't care about, basically. So, and then the Buccaneer can trade with the Rockcaster or whatever. Because I don't want to bounce either of these, because then he'll get to do it. His effects again, his bounce or his caster. I mean, then again, I could bounce his Buccaneer, just because of the fact that either one of mine, again, I either get back the card draw or I get back the bounce. So I could do that. Which I might do. Especially with the fact that my Grelks are, again, another troop you don't want to really bounce. And yes, I am shard screwed. So I think I will do that. So I'll play out this. I will bounce his Buccaneer. Because again, you know, either if he bounces, I mean, I am shard screwed, so whatevs. That'll do. Like he may just save that now, waiting to bounce something of mine. But you know, all the troops that I have, like the ones I've got on board and the ones in hand, are all stuff you don't really want to bounce. So I mean, he'll probably end up bouncing the Buccaneer basically. But yeah, obviously not having resources is affecting me greatly right now. Otherwise, I probably could have won by now. But oh well, that's how it goes sometimes. So he kind of probably wants to get another troop on the board. Because if he only has one on the board and I've got two, and then I add three and Gore Feast, that's a lot of damage. So oof, he's taking that. That's a pretty big gamble. He knows I've got it, so I guess he's banking on the fact that I won't hit the resource. He's hoping. He's hoping. Because if I mean, that probably does signify that he has a. So he's also attacking. All right, I'll take the damage. I mean, that's fine. While I could trade, I'll take it. Because if I now, without him having a troop ready to block, I mean, he knows I've got this, so that's a super big risk. Because that's probably lethal. I mean, let's see, 3, that's 9, and then 8 and 8. I mean, it's well over lethal, so I'm pretty sure. Wait, 5. No, that's incorrect. But yeah, fucking hell. What is with this shit? Where's the resources at? Bugger, bugger, bugger. That's no good. It's no good. So, yeah, let's swing in again. Puts him down to 10. He's super lucky I didn't get a resource there. Bugger. Oh well, so we'll play this out. And then just so that next turn, if I don't get another resource again, I can play this, replay this. Yeah, and you know, try to get to those resources basically. Not good, but I could have ended him there had I drawn one. But I've drawn yeah, decent amount of cards. I don't know how many spectres I added in. So murder, fair enough. So he gets to hit me for 3, puts me down to 10 now, and he could have counter magics open, which is going to be the bigger issue if he does. But this is not going to be a problem for a while. So actually, even with the fact he's on 10 health, he's got to have counter magic here. If he doesn't, he's dead. So it's very likely he does have the counter magic. I'd be extremely surprised if he doesn't, and he's just attacking like this, like crazy, like a madman. So very likely going to see a counter. I'm still gonna try. Like, here's the resource finally. So yeah, I'm still gonna do it. Because then if I hit a resource, I've got Grelks and stuff. So we're probably gonna see it get countered, but obviously I have to try. And here comes the counter. Yep, it's countered. Or he's just like, no! He's taking his time, so either he's like, no! Or he's like, okay, that works as well. Not the best, thing, because I'm still going to do a lot of damage, but, yeah, that's fine. Still getting what I want out of it. This is getting a little bit dangerously close to, I could be in a bit of trouble. But, I'm still able to hit in for quite a lot of damage. So, let's think about this. So, I have the choice here of not attacking and leaving it up to block this. But this is not going to get online unless, yeah, he would have to do an extinction. And then this is I think it's pretty sure it's, 6 damage. Then he could have, let's see, Life Siphon, nah, I mean, to win next turn, you'd have to have some pretty, ideal stuff. So I should be pretty safe to attack in still. So yeah, I'll get him down extremely low, and then he'll be able to get me a little bit lower. But if I hit a resource, Mastery of Time will most likely net me this game. I mean, he has to kill this. So this is probably what's going to happen. He probably kills this, maybe. I mean, he's used quite a number of removal, murders specifically. So if he kills this, he hits in for 3. If he does like a terrible transfer, ooh, Buccaneer. I mean, wait, what the fudge are you targeting? What's going on, buddy? That's just a bug because he hasn't actually picked a target yet, I don't believe. So there we go. So he's bouncing my Buccaneer, which we knew he had, but I forgot. But yeah, actually that was probably that's fine. So yeah, he's put me down to 3. That's perfectly fine. So what I can do now, I mean the Grelk, ideally I want to get a Sapphire, but it all depends on my luck here. 3, 4, 5. Oh boy, this is dangerous. In dangerous territory here. It could go either way very easily. It's going to come down to this draw basically, and there it is. That's what we wanted to see. So now we bring out the Grelk. So no more damage to me, provided he doesn't do an extinction. Extinction would allow him to do 6 damage. So Misfortune will kill me. Oh, I get you. Yeah. So yeah, if he has an extinction, he could then put me down to 1 health, because this will transform and attack. But even if he kills this, if he has a murder or something again, that'll be fine. So he's got 1 card in hand. It's a Buccaneer. That's okay, because I have another Grelk, and he's gonna then need a top deck. I also just have the Mastery of Time, but yeah. Also, yeah, the fact that I've got the another Grelk I can play is good stuff. So I'm probably going to just keep drawing resources from here, since I didn't draw many for quite a while. And instead we get a Falconer. Alright, so obviously we Grelk, because that's all we need, basically. Well, yeah, I mean that's all we need, because then Crushing Blow. So I don't need to do anything else. So as long as he doesn't top deck, Extinction would be helpful, very helpful for him. Extinction only triggers when cards go to your graveyard. Oh, okay. Let me read this. Opposing. Okay, yep, you're correct. So yeah, it would only give that to Fulk. So he's tapped out. I mean, fair enough. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Grelk for the win. So one thing I think would work kind of nicely in the deck. Mimic wouldn't work too bad. Mimic would be okay, but like if I was to take stuff out, I'd probably take out some Pyromancers and put Mimics in. Because yeah, Mimics would allow you to then get more Buccaneers or Mirror Knights or Grelks, all that sort of good stuff. But yeah, when you're not getting resources like I did then, that could also, but yeah, I'm running 24. But yeah, anyway, it's just a thought. Mimic is pretty sweet now. I like it. Boom, boom, boom. Especially it combos like, for example, in my other deck. Let me bring that one up. The Gambit one. Actually, I think I was meaning to add it in. I just didn't have enough. I think I should have more now. So I've only got 2, so I can still fit it in, because what you can do basically is it just makes it so you got more of those priestesses. So if you have a priestess and a Gambit, you basically play out the priestess, mimic it, Gambit, and then you play out the other one, and then when that one dies, potentially get to that thing quicker. So with this sort of deck, so I added the 2 in. I would then take out, I don't know, I mean I'd probably take out the Uranus. I mean, I could even take out Call to the Grave, but Call to the Grave is just another way to get, it's when stuff's dead though, so I'll probably make it 2 and 2. I guess I could take out Zarlox. We've got a lot of stuff in the 4-drop, Vampire Kings, Inquisitors. I can take him out. I mean, I actually replicated him before. It was pretty funny. My opponent saw it and just basically tapped out. But yeah, because he's unique, replicate works, because they become replicas. Thank you very much for the compliment there, Seiju. I mean, that's what I try to do. So what's this? That's thanks. Whenever I come to Australia, I give you a beer for your dry mouth. Well, I don't actually drink beer, but I appreciate the sentiment. So let's see. I don't drink any alcohol, to be honest. Let's see. So yeah, I mean, what I've changed there. So I took out. Yep, that's fine. So actually, what I'll do is I'll run this deck now with the 2 mimics. We'll see how it goes. Because yeah, I mean, you've got a lot of good targets for mimic. Because you can, for example, play out. I mean, you can even mimic your Uranaz if you're at that stage of the game and you draw a mimic. Then your opponent kills your Uranaz and you just play another one. Because everything you copy, creates a replica, which is not unique. So, you can copy unique troops. But yeah, you got many things you can copy from your priestesses if you've got the Gambit combo, or your Buccaneers, your Corpse Flyers, your Mirror Knights even. You got so many, I mean, even these guys, because you do copy the gem. So say for example, like a good answer to an Inquisitor is an Inner Conflict. It's one of the cards that answers it quite nicely. You could then, mimic your Inquisitor, and the copy won't be Inner Conflicted. Obviously, it'll be just like this, the default. It'll still have the gem. That's something they changed, which does make mimic a lot better, or replicas in general. But yeah, let me make sure that's saved, and we'll do a game with this deck again, and we'll see how that works out. I've used it before and it was a lot of fun. So let's challenge Neo. Gambit. Mimic Renlock. Yeah, that'd be pretty fun. Only getting the card draw from using the Mimic. You then, I mean, obviously you don't need to replay the second, if you're against a deck that has, extinction and stuff, you'd probably hold back. And then you have an extra Wenlock ready to go, or if you are not against those sort of colours, you just go nuts and draw all the cards. So 1, 2, so only 2 resources. It's a bit iffy. I will keep it, however, as I have a number of things I can play. A Mimic, however, one downside is it is 2 threshold. So do I want to get a Sapphire with this or not? That's the tricky thing. 2 blood is quite important in this deck. I am running a lot of blood. I think I'll just grab the Sapphire, but yeah, that's gonna pretty much. I'm gonna get a Sapphire now. Playing that Buccaneer turn 3 could be important. Whoops! I don't know what I did there, but I said Sapphire and I got a blood. I guess I think my subconscious mind took over there for a second, and I just went through the motions instead of actually looking at what I was doing. My brain just took over subconsciously, so unfortunately didn't get the right resource there. And he's doing a turn 2 Inquisition, which is annoying, because now he gets to pick whatever the F he wants, and he also basically, with the cards that I have in hand, he gets a very good idea of what my deck's about. So Inquisition, very powerful card, because he gets to pick a card and remove it, so he picks whatever he thinks is the worst, the biggest threat to him, or something he just doesn't want to, like a removal, my only removal in hand. So he gets rid of that, and he's also gained information of a lot about my deck, so he gets to know all the, some of the stuff that I want to do, and also knows what I'm capable of doing in the next X amount of turns. So Corpse Flyer is nice, so if I get a resource next turn, being able to play that out would be pretty sweet. But yeah, he pretty much, like, after seeing my hand, he knew that a Darkspire Priestess would come out next, pretty much regardless. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I could do. So he knew that was coming, and then, he seen the, so, okay, that's annoying as well. So yeah, Corpse Flyer, as you can see, I'm using it as well. It's such an annoying card. Losing a card and then also having this threat you have to deal with. Super annoying. So what's this one? Is this my Gravedigger? Yes, my Gravedigger. So I'll get rid of that. I'll get rid of the Buccaneer. Hopefully I get a resource and I can just play out my own Corpse Fly. And then I can make him lose a card as well. But yeah, Corpse Fly is very good in my opinion. I think a lot of people undervalue it for whatever reason. Getting that evasion, 2 damage evasion. Bugger it. So that's not good. So I'll just attack here, basically. That's a bummer. So missing resources. It happens. So he's blocking, which pretty much expected. Bugger. So I got the 3 damage, so I could use this. I could also just take his corpse fly. Yeah, let's take his corpse fly. I mean, I could take the priestess back as well, but corpse fly will have 3 corpse flies in hand. No worries. So then I play corpse fly, and he does Curse of Oblivion, and then I cry, and then we tap out and say GG. That would be pretty funny. Because I'd like play a corpse fly, Curse of Oblivion, and then I lose 2 cards from hand. That would be pretty brutal. Eldritch Dreamer, which I can't deal with, so that's annoying. Gonna get him some card draw. I mean, I definitely can't deal with it, regardless if I draw. I need a resource. If I don't get a resource, then I'm in a huge amount of trouble. I need a Sapphire. But yeah, I mean, maybe that's probably why I didn't have Mimic in this deck. But yeah, no resources. GG. That's, yeah, pretty hard to recover from this. I mean, it's potential I could, but I'm pretty sure, against someone like Neo who's a good player, I don't think I'd be coming back from that. So let's just let's tap out. So let's actually see what Hex Rex. What have I missed out here? What's he been saying? So we got again, hard work. Whoa, what happened there? Yeah, we already knew about that. If case, we could unlock tournaments Monday. So what were they saying? So yeah, I mean, there's always the possibility they may get the tournaments up sooner, but yeah. I wish cereal was sold in boxes the size of server racks. I think there is actually some places that do sell like giant, yeah, like Costco. I mean, I haven't seen any in Australia, but I'm pretty sure there's, probably in America especially, because there's places to get giant cereal in garbage-sized bags. So that's pretty awesome. It's not quite that big. I've looked into it. That's awesome that he's actually looked into it. So I might actually head off here. So let me actually just check a few things. You can buy, okay, on Amazon you can buy 8 bag. Awesome. That's awesome. So let's actually go to my card manager. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to open one more pack. And then, I'll take it away from 666. So we'll go down to 665. So come on, Legendary. Let's spin it around for good luck. It's gonna make my stream go bananas. And boom. Come on, Angel. That'd be pretty sweet. Get an Angel just before logging off. Oh, it's red. It's a Legendary. Ah, man, if this is an Angel, I'm gonna flip my shit. Actually got another Squirrel Titan's pretty sweet. So that's pretty cool. What has Armies just said here? There is no box, but you can buy as much cereal as you want. Oh yeah, yeah, fair enough. So we got the Legendary. So maybe I should get Bella to lick the screen for good luck. Then again, I don't know if that would give good luck. So here we go in 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's a Kraken! I'm happy with that because I didn't have one. So that's pretty cool. There's the Kraken. For anyone who hasn't seen it, it's an 8 cost, 3 Sapphire threshold. When it enters play, it creates 8 Kraken tentacles and puts them into play with it. So as you can see, the Kraken is a 0/0, but it gets +1/+1 for each tentacle in play, so it becomes an 8/8. When this troop leaves play, it also voids the tentacles, which is something I actually didn't really pay attention to because I didn't know that. So there you go. So when this leaves play, the tentacles do also, which makes sense, makes perfect sense. But here's the tentacles. So they're just 1/1s, but with a very powerful effect to exhaust a target troop. So you just tap the tentacle and start exhausting stuff on the next turn. So very cool card. I'm very happy to get something there. You know, as I said, you know, the last pack I'm opening just before leaving. So that was pretty cool. That was the first legendary I got out of in quite some time. So that's cool. Technophiles, what are you saying there? Kraken plus Gambit, yeah, like definitely. Kraken plus Gambit's pretty fun. So what's this link you've just said? Link there, armies. Some video. Oh, release the Kraken. Indeed, release the Kraken.
Release the Kraken.
Yes, very nice, very nice. Replicate and trial of faith them all. So that was pretty cool. So that means let's see, I got 22 chests for legendary, 5 rare, 9 uncommon, and 32 commons. They're the ones I can spin. So you know, when tournaments are back up, I'll be doing obviously a lot of drafting, and then I'll be collecting a lot of gold hopefully from all that. Especially if I win, I think you get 20,000 for winning a draft. So that will allow me to spin. You know, the commons are, let me check it, 1,200 to spin at common, and I think it's like 3,100, sorry, for the uncommon. I think it was like 85 for the rares, and then you got the 30,000 for the legendary. Yeah, no, Kraken plus Gambit, of course, will just, you know, if they can murder or something in response to you trying to Gambit, you know, anything. That's why Gambit, using Gambit early on a troop, like especially on like a priestess, like you basically play out the priestess turn 2, hit in the next turn, and then Gambit it. It's not really something they're going to want to. Ideally, you know, in some cases they're not going to have the resources up to murder in response or something. But yeah, so that was pretty cool. So let's actually, before I go, I'll just show you guys my legendaries. So one thing you can do, first I will load my blank deck. So this is something they might want to change, just so you make it so, you know, to see all my cards up here, you actually have to have none loaded in a deck. So maybe they can do something so you don't have to do that. It's not a big deal. But so I'll do that. I'll sort by rarity. Now I believe if I click it twice, no, I've done it before. Where I don't know how I did it. Let's see. Oh, maybe I did something different. But anyway, let's just the easiest way obviously is just to filter stuff. So that's all my legendaries so far. So let's have a look. So the new ones, obviously the Kraken, and I got an extra fist. So from like 30 something packs, I got a Kraken and fist, which is, you know, it's a bit crappy. You know, it's not that lucky. But you know, I can't complain too much. So I got Argus, 2 Guardians, a Zombie Plague, 2 Uranaz, 2 Tomb Lords, 4 Kings, which is sweet. 3 Master of Times, also sweet. Cosmic Transmog, Kraken, 3 Gabriels, which is cool. I have too many Ozawas. I got 5 of them. So that's definitely too many. I mean, 1's plenty to have of this guy, pretty much. And then I got 3 Resurrection, again, probably something you'd only want 1 of. I've got like 2 of these plus 9 of the alternate art versions. 2 Jadim, the 5 Fist, 4 Eye of Creation, which I probably will make an Eye of Creation deck tomorrow or next time I'm streaming, since I do have the ability to make a pretty decent one. Not to, you know, because I got 4 eyes and fists and Jadims and all that. I have to make a Reginald deck, but I need more Reginalds really. Like 2 to 3 Reginald Gambit deck maybe. He's pretty fun. Zoltog, 2 of those, 1 Teresk, and a Crown of the Primals. So yeah. Is there a way to... Wait, whoops, no, that's not what I wanted. This button. There we go. So I can get rid of the resources. So you can see that I've got 46 legendaries. So what is HEX saying now? Let's have a look. Bum, 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 bum. So yeah. Alright, so HEX says here, we have a hardware reconfiguration scheduled for Monday at 1 AM. That should solve the problems and allow us to unlock tournaments later that day. So it's possible they, they're doing it at 1 AM. So what they're likely to do is test for the next several hours after that. And if they, think, they'll, test for many hours after that, make sure it's solid, bulletproof basically, and then maybe give it to us that day, if we're lucky. But if not, maybe the next day or whatever. Hopefully it goes smoothly. I mean, that's all we can hope for. Yeah, this is, this artwork here, it kind of looks like it's got like white hair coming down at the back. I don't know what that is. It's kind of weird. I don't know. But yeah, the alternate art looks really sweet, so I'll bring that up. Give me a second. Anyone who hasn't seen these, I'll quickly show them. So alternate art cards here at the bottom. So we got Extinction, looks very good compared to the original. I mean, all the alternate art cards, in my opinion, are far superior to the default. And that's kind of, that makes sense that they'd be better because they're, especially for the, they were exclusive and all that, makes sense. So Pack Raptor, very cool looking compared to the other one as we just saw. And then you got Princess Victoria, which obviously looking very sexy there compared to the default dirt face one. What was it I said the other day? It wasn't dirt face, but I don't know. Mythic seemed to get a laugh out of it. So yeah, she looks very good there compared to the default. Can't be bothered bringing up the other ones, but yeah, the Ragefire, again, in my opinion, looks far superior. And then Replicator's Gambit, one of my favorites. Yeah, looks awesome. I will quickly show you guys, since I am showing you these, I'll bring up the other copies of them. So to do that, I have to tick rares. So alright, so let me just I'll just find them. So there's Extinction, so I think it looks a bit it's very monotone, I guess you could say. Not much colour to it, and the other one obviously a lot more gruesome, so yeah. Very big upgrade. I mean, his Gambit, yeah, it's okay. It's not awesome like the other one. What was the other ones? Doo-doo-doo, Ragefire. I mean, you guys have probably all seen these, but I might as well just quickly show them. Blah. Okay, actually, I don't have a Princess Victoria to show you. There's the other Ragefire. So yeah, it's okay, but I definitely like the other one more. And okay, never mind. Here's Princess Victoria. So the Acolyte that you saw, which where's she gone? It's from Spinning the Wheels of Fate. So let me find that again. There it is. So as you can see, it's just the common card, the Windborn Acolyte, just alternate art version that you can get from the Wheels of Fate. So if you spin a common chest and you get that thing, I'll bring that up just to show you what I mean. So you'll notice here that it's which reward is it? So you got sleeves here for 3 mushrooms. So if you roll, for example, a common chest and you get the 3 mushrooms, you will get a common sleeve. Over here as well, even if you get a common chest and you roll this, you'll get a common PvE card. But where's the? So you got PvE card, Mercenary, alternate art card. Here we go. So depending on what the loot table is at the time, if there's a legendary, I mean, I would imagine they have a loot table set for each tier. So if you, for example, are rolling a legendary chest, you can get an alternate art legendary card if you get the 3 Skull and Bones. That's awesome, Nia. That's awesome. But doesn't mean the person looks exactly like the artwork. It could just be the way that the person, doing it, stylized it or whatever. I mean, if it turned out that it was like, 100% accurate and, we're like, yeah, look a bit derpy, and then... But yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting any vanity cards, or have any at this point. But yeah, funny thing to think of anyway. So yeah, as I was saying, the alternate art cards, will depend on, if you roll a rare chest and you get that, you'll get a rare alternate art card, whatever the loot table contains. I think it will only have one at a time, so you'll just get, extra copies basically if you get it multiple times. And that's basically how it works. And as you see here, it says 3 red icons. Upgrades your normal prize. So that means if you're rolling a common chest and you get 3 red skulls, then you'll get a uncommon alternate art card instead of the common, because you've got the 3 red. I assume that's how it works anyway. So yeah, awesome stuff. I mean, I really think Cryptozoic's done an amazing job. They've basically looked at every aspect of the game and said, how can we make it even more exciting for the player? And that's exactly what they've done. They've taken pack opening to make that, actually, technically they've started at the pack buying area, like at that level. They've said, how can we make even buying a pack more exciting? Oh, let's give them primal packs, So you got the chance every time you buy a pack to get a primal. So, and that's just, obviously very exciting when you get it. So that includes VIP subscription packs and winning packs and all that sort of stuff. You've got that chance, so that's that level. And then when you actually open the pack, you get a chest, and that's a varying rarity. And then you've got the ability to roll chests, the Wheels of Fate, to get even more stuff. And then you've got actually opening the chests, which is later on. We don't have it yet, but just amazing job. I mean, Corey Jones and everyone who had involvement in thinking up these ideas. I mean, I'm pretty sure Corey was, from what I've heard, is probably the mastermind behind most of the stuff. And then obviously his team would help improve upon his ideas and stuff. But yeah, amazing job. Just really, it's so exciting. Just each level just adds more. You compare it to other games. You might, with, like, say for example Magic or whatever you may be used to. You open the pack, you get some good cards, you're excited, you maybe get a foil or something. This is taking it to the next level with what HEX has to offer and will have to offer in the future. So yeah, super exciting, and I hope you guys are excited for it too. Remember that probably over this weekend, or especially when the draft and all that, tournaments are back up, I will be doing a lot of giveaways. So please follow me on Twitch and Twitter, especially. If Twitter is where I'll post details on when the giveaway is going to happen. But I will try to keep updated on Twitch as well. But Twitter's probably the best place to go to make sure you're informed beforehand. But yeah, as long as you're following and you stop by, you'll be able to get in on those giveaways. So yeah, thanks again, guys, for stopping by. I streamed for a lot longer than I planned. I was basically sitting around watching shows and stuff, and I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm a bit bored. Let's open some packs. I might as well load up the stream and do it on the stream, so then I could basically upload it to YouTube. And then it went from opening. The plan was to open like 10 packs or 15, and then it went from opening 10 to more, then playing a bunch of games, and I had fun though. I had fun. So I hope you guys did as well. And yeah, until next time, take care and have a good day, or a good night, yada yada. See you guys. Take care. Here's my ad again, basically. So just before I shut down, that is basically, a lot of the upcoming stuff that I'll be giving away, but also, there is more, which I just couldn't really fit on the screen. I mean, I could have, but I didn't want to block off the awesome artwork. So yeah, look forward to it, and yeah, again, see you guys.